USAR was trending yesterday, the 4th of December 2025. So this is Friday, the 5th pre-market session. It is pretty much unchanged. Okay, so what we know is that the underlying trend is still just okay. I think it's neutral to bearish. No, sorry, neutral to bullish. Okay. As things stand right now, the stock has blown through all of its moving averages apart from the bearishly sloping 40-day moving average. Okay, higher prices are expected to keep printing going all the way towards the 16th of December. Then after that, there's a chance it might contract. No guarantee that that will be the case at all. Okay, as things stand right now, projections are currently saying 16.68, 18.68, 19.91. Intraday high printed not long ago, 17.94. It also has this upper projection of 33.70 that printed on the, it was last printed on the 19th of November. It's 52-week highs around 38.68. Okay, so as things stand right now, the probability of it retesting 19.41 statistically very high. Okay, 20.13 or equally statistically very high as well. Okay, 24.50 statistically very high. What of this rejection at 31.59? Okay, 31.7. Okay, let me see. I have 31.59, slightly higher than 50%. Slightly higher than 50%. Okay. What of retesting 38.68? Not at all. Very, very tiny. Very tiny. But it's also within the sort of tiny probabilities that you find out that high prices still go ahead and print. So let's see now. As things stand right now, we have been able to digest all of its, break down all of its price pressure momentums. This is for the 10-day moving average, as you can clearly see, or they're all written out there. So these are the values. Trend mode is from 0.25. Anything below, anything between 0.15 and 0.24 is trend maintenance, and then anything below that is bearish. Okay, or just neutral. Yeah. And then we can see here, you can clearly see the 200-day moving average is maintaining the mode. Okay, yeah, and they have derivatives. The derivatives tells you the what a buying pressure is. So the first one is what a buying or selling pressure is. So if it's negative, then it's selling pressure, and this tells you the pace. So as things stand right now, as of the close of yesterday, they were selling already. Okay, so they were selling already, and the pace was growing, and that's the case on the 10 and the 21 period moving average. So on all the moving averages, as a matter of fact, pretty much. Yeah, apart from you could see all of them. Well, we can't really say about the 200-day moving average. Okay, so what it just tells us is that the explosive upward push is decelerating rapidly. Okay, based on the 21-day moving average, it's positive but losing momentum fast as well, and the 40-day moving average is still negative and slight stabilization. Okay, so for the 200 moving average is slowly improving and accelerating upwards. Okay, so regardless of all of this, it hasn't the 200-day moving average wouldn't react that fast. So no matter what's going on, it wouldn't react that fast, especially within one. Well, sometimes within one day, if it's a huge amount of gain, yeah, it can affect the 200-day moving average. But a 24% gain is not enough to change the trajectory of the 200-day moving average. So we have a couple of probabilities here. The probability of it pulling back to $15 to $15.5 within 1 to 3 days is 75.80%. Okay, and retesting 14.5 and $15 is within 1 to 2 weeks is 60 to 65%. Further decline to $13.5 or below within 2 to 4 weeks is 35 to 40%. Recovery to $18.5, okay, is 4 to 8 within 4 to 8 weeks is 55%. Rally to $20, where the 40-day moving average is within 6 to 12 weeks is 45%, and continuation above $19 without pullback in the next 1 to 2 days is 15 to 20%. So yeah, but I mentioned that it was trending at some point. Okay, so yeah, it was trending as people dove into the broad importance of rare earth minerals and the company's growing network of strategic partnerships. The buzz kicked up another notch after the company announced that its LCM unit signed a supply agreement with Solvay and Arnold Magnetic Technologies. The deal aims to secure ex-China rare earth materials for Arnold's magnetic production, an important move that strengthens both US and European supply chains at a time when geopolitical tensions and supply vulnerabilities are front and center. Investors immediately connected this news to ongoing chatter about potential US government support for critical mineral independence, with Washington signaling interest in bolstering domestic rare earth production. Any company tied to non-Chinese supply chains is getting extra attention, and US rare earth is firmly in that lane. On the sentiment side, traders are split. Bulls highlight the company's growing credibility, improved supply chain positioning, and rising demand for magnetic materials across EVs, defense, and clean tech. They see the new partnership as validation that US rare earth is becoming a serious player in the sector. However, skeptics point to uncertainties around the company's long-term production capacity, the actual timeline for scaling operations, and how its growth prospects stack up against more established peers. Some warn that while the story is strong, execution risk remains high. Okay, so amongst other things. Okay, so have a look and see what you make of USAR, and thank you very much for watching this video.